Where the fucking hell is he? Leaving that thing in the middle of nowhere. Should we let his tyres down? Let me guess, you've been having a shit. Oh, pre-ride shit, you've got to have one. Alright mate, I'm alright. What a shit day for a ride, eh? Well, I'm glad I'm out on the bike today. No, hey, here you go, got you back, yeah. Yeah, glad I'm out. Yeah, glad that's not us today. Hello and welcome to another adventure. I'm in Cambridgeshire today, going to do a circular loop with my good buddy Sean. Don't know if you can see him behind me there. On his rather nice Ducati. While we're on the subject, if you hear Sean saying today quite frequently, sexual chocolate.
While you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate. Sexual Chocolate!
He generally means that something is very good. You might find it a tad confusing. Obviously, Sean has taken the term from one of the world's best soul bands ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. Yes, I'm with Sean. We're in Cambridgeshire. We're going to sort of do an anti-clockwise loop, circling round, sort of close to Huntingdon, over towards Grafham Water, then into Bedfordshire, and then back. It's about 100 miles, quite a few lanes. Some of them I've done before, some of them I haven't. I don't think anything's going to be too technical, if at all technical, unless it's a bit muddy.
He good. Must be cool.
But we've had some really good weather of late, so I'm hoping that weather-wise and trail-wise, it's all going to be very good. So yeah, it should be a great day. Glad you're coming along for the ride. As ever, I'll leave links in the description to like the GPX for the route. I just want to mention while we're talking about this that obviously I like to share routes. It winds me up when I watch someone doing what looks like a great ride and I'm thinking, well, where is that? You know, how can I go and do that? So I just always thought, well, once I start doing this, I'll share the routes and then people can go where I go and they're not wondering, oh, where's that? I'd love to do that. But also with that comes a bit of responsibility, so making sure that the lanes are still open and legal and just riding sensibly and being respectful to other riders, other trail users. Been a fair bit of chat recently about you know, people wanting to shut down Three Shires Head in the Peak District to motorbikes and so on. So anyway, you get the point I'm making. You know, we've all got a responsibility to do our bit. Anyway, that said, a glorious day. You know, the weather's looking awesome, so I think we're going to have just an absolutely brilliant ride. And glad you're coming along for the ride. Okay, catch you in a bit. Yeah, me and Sean, we're just going to do a bit of a sort of reminiscing, a trip down memory lane. So there's the White Horse. Me and Sean first met here at Waterbeach when we were at the camp here, Waterbeach Barracks, 3-9 Engineer Regiment. And I was a young sapper, Sean was a young Lance Jack. And yeah, so Waterbeach holds a place dear to our hearts, but the camp has been sold now and they were going to build a load of homes. I don't know if they have yet, but I think the NHS might use the camp, so we're just going to have a quick look, see if we can have a bit of a ride round and get all teary-eyed and nostalgic. Wow, look at this. So that was the indoor range, wasn't it? That was the indoor range. This is the old guard room. So that's the guard room. Squash courts, they're still there. Yep, yep. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, that was the old regimental headquarters. Wow. Wow, a massive pile of rubble there. They're obviously knocking a lot of shit down. Yeah, so that was MT, wasn't it, in there? That was MT. That was the gym. 60 Squadron hangar is now no more. Yeah, that's a bit of a blast from the past. Man, makes you feel very old. Yes, so some of the lanes that we're going to do today are just like this. These really well-groomed, gravelly, perfect, you might argue, gravel lanes. So if you do come and do this route, then yeah, you'll find it is a nice, easy route in places. If we do get to any difficult lanes, I will pipe up and give you a bit of a warning. But yeah, I expect most of this route today will be really, really nice, easy, but still a lot of fun and great lanes to be out on, especially on a day like today. I mean, look at this. Perfect. Wow. Oh, a kingfisher. See the kingfisher? Beautiful. Wow, amazing. Look at that trig point there. Yeah. Yeah, so we've just come down a couple of miles of lanes there. Hello, morning. Yeah, and it's got quite rutty in places, and so you've just got to take your time. If you're new to this sort of thing, you know, Mike's advice is just keep up a reasonable pace. You haven't got to go fast, but if I asked you to ride down the motorway on a white line at 60 miles an hour, you'd have no problem doing it. And so you've just got to see a rut as no different to that. The slower you go, the harder they are to a certain degree. I mean, obviously you can't just pin it everywhere, but yeah, so it is a bit rutty in places, but it's a beautiful countryside. It's been so good so far, and it's starting to get really warm now, so I can see we'll both be in, well, certainly I will be in shirt sleeve order before no time. Look at this though, this is like something from the Dakar. Woo! You don't want to lose it though, do you, mate, and then end up going off to the right and ending up in that ditch. Whee! Apparently, so I've been led to believe, Cambridgeshire's got something like 10% of the byway network for England just in Cambridgeshire, which is, if that stat's true, that's pretty amazing. Anyone knows if that's true or not, then drop a comment. We're good, dude? We're good, right. Okay. Just got a bit of a road section now heading down towards Huntingdon, but yeah, I seem to remember that these are really nice bike roads anyway down here. Quite twisty. Yeah, Cambridgeshire doesn't strike you as the sort of archetypal biking territory, but there are some beautiful lanes and beautiful countryside, and it is easy going. You're definitely not going to get anything technical, you know, a really steep climb like you might get in Wales. Not so many bastard lanes around here. Oh, we just stopped at the cafe, so we're in Erith, so there's a BP garage. I think it's called the Lounge Cafe. Yeah, the Lounge. So there's a good shop in there. Sean was saying he went in the shop and obviously fuel. Just a lovely bacon, not bacon, sausage bap and nice latte. Yeah, so it's good, that. Good stop. Probably about 15 miles in, I'm guessing now. That is a nice bike.
Sexy chocolate!
I love those, that twin light on those. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, Sean was just saying what an amazing place it is around here. Is it Gaisley? Gravely? We just came through, Sean? Can you remember? Gravely. Graisley. Something like that, anyway. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful countryside. And it is very... yeah, we've crossed over Ermine Street, which is the old Roman road. Been some fabulous lanes, and we've actually just come over a hill in Cambridgeshire. I mean, who'd have thunk it? It's been gorgeous. Great big bike roads. Right, so I'm just waiting for me brew to mash, me coffee. Got one of these Percol coffee bag things. They're not too bad actually. They're all right for a freshish coffee out on the trail. I mean, what a location though! Absolutely stunning spot to sit and have a brew. Lots of fishermen out today. They're trout fishing apparently. Yeah, good shout. Right, coffee time. Oh, yeah, left here, mate. Well, that was very pleasant sitting by the. I think we're down here, down this bit. No. Yeah, that was very pleasant by the water there. Lovely place for a brew. It looks a bit sloppy up here. I think it's too bad though, only a little bit. What a gorgeous day. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I got you, mate. Are you alright? Yeah. How grand is this, man? You couldn't make this up, could you? It's picture perfect. Right. Enduro Mo engaged. Let's go. Oh, bikes. Keeping left. Second hill of the day. We're doing well. How glorious is this? I know you're fairly close because I can hear you on the intercom, so yeah, just come down this lane and it's gotten a bit greasy. Yeah, just got to be a bit more careful with those rowels. Right, we're at the main road at the end of this. Yeah, that was a bit sloppy. Be interesting to see what Sean's bike's like, because he's got the rowels on. Yeah, so quick bike show and tell. I'm obviously on my T7. And I've got the tracker, Michelin tracker on the front, and I've got a Pirelli MT21 on the rear, which is, the tread block's a bit more open and smaller than on the rowels. So, and they cope really well in the muddy stuff. Yeah, Sean's on his obviously on his Desert X. And you can see the tread is starting to fill up, same as on the rear. Look, I mean, look how full that is. Any more and that's when it really starts to lose grip, because you've got just so much mud between the knobs. Because the blocks are so close together, that helps the mud stick. What you've got to do now is when you get out on the road, just spin it up a bit and then it'll clear it off. But it just goes to show, you know, that, I mean, 50-50 tyres doing something like that, it would be really tricky. Anyway, well done, mate. Yeah, that's going to need a jet wash, innit? Yeah, so that's the green lane, just the byway just leading into Spaldwick. Yeah. This one might get a little bit where you've got to pick your way through expertly. Nah, we're good, he says, getting cross-rutted. Fucking hell. Go over here a bit, I think. I mean, to me, mate, it makes a lot of sense, you know, sooner than going all the way to Portugal and realise you don't like riding ruts. You know, come here and practice here and, you know, pound the ruts here, and then once you've nailed them here, Portugal will be an absolute breeze. Right, extreme right looks a decent line, buddy. Yeah, so we've just come down a very interesting lane there. So from the village of Spaldwick, the route heads west, and there's a section of it about, maybe, I don't know, about 500 metres that's really rutty, like a dozen lines, and which one do you pick? And because of the grass, it can make seeing those ruts and riding them fairly tricky. Most of it's okay, but if you're on your own and on a big bike, then you might find that lane rather taxing, especially if you're on 50-50 tyres, and we've had a fair bit of rain because it might be muddy. Good fun though, good practice. Yeah, Kimbolton School. It's a bit like bloody Hogwarts, that, isn't it? Very nice. Wow. yeah, definitely. Right, so we've come down this lane and it's got absolutely hacking. Yeah, I'm going to turn around because Sean's going to really struggle with those tyres. Absolutely filthy. Where are we? We are near London End. Did that say? London End Farm. London End. Yeah. It has got a seasonal TRO on it, and you can see it's still in shit state, which probably really it's not going to do it any good riding it anyway. Every time I fall off this bike, it's because I put my foot down and there's nothing there. Man alive! Jesus wept. That sounds like Sean coming now. Shush, Van, you've been too noisy. Oh, good lad, Sean. Yeah, your back tyre just looks like a slick. Yeah, you'll roll back at that, you'll be fine. Yeah, see a lot of this because I've got those knobblier tyres. It just motors through it. Whereas Sean on those rails, that is tricky. That is very tricky. Right, we're in St Ives now, so we're going to try and find somewhere nice to stop, have an ice cream and some refreshments after getting thrashed on that last lane. That soon got the heat up. Yeah, I'm gasping for a drink. Right, so we just had a lovely ice cream and a can of pop. What's it called? Ambiance Cafe and Restaurant in St Ives. It's right by the river. Yeah, we needed that. It's flipping warm. We good, Ted? It is definitely sexual chocolate, that bike, isn't it?
Sexual chocolate!
I don't know if you heard that. Sean said I love it, if only I could ride it. Indeedy. Right, we're off. Oh, that's nice. Get some wind through the jacket. Yeah, this is lovely. Ah, so there's the river. Nice. Yeah, I've definitely never been to St Ives before. Yeah, nice town, isn't it? More lights. No, look. But when you zoom in to that really closely up, how annoying. Right, so scrub that track off the route. That just goes to show the benefits though of having the GRM. You can quickly check these things for sure. Right, so we're back on track now after that little diversion, but we have been down some absolutely lovely lanes, you know, tarmac lanes that are great for big bikes. Yeah, and for me personally, what I like when you go and do a route, it just gives you somewhere to go. You know, often on a Sunday you're thinking, oh, where am I going to go, what am I going to do? And if you've got a route, then you can just slap it into your nav device and you know, go off and ride it, and it just gives you somewhere to go, something to focus on. And especially if it's somewhere different that you've never ridden before, and it just keeps it interesting, because it does get a little bit boring, keep riding the same old trails. Yeah, it's been great so far today though, really loved it. After some of the lanes we've had so far today, you're kind of thinking, right, what's it going to be? What are we going to get? Pardon me. Yeah, this is a little rutty. It's not muddy though, which is the good thing. See, I'm in a rut now, and I'm just a bit reluctant just to go over to the left in case it's quite a deep rut, and I end up getting cross-rutted, so I will here. Look, I'm going to get out here where I can see it safe. There we go. Get over to the left a bit. Yeah, for those that might be watching and aren't from the UK, you know, there's a lot of people saying we've had the wettest winter for 60 years. So we have had a lot of rain this winter. And normally by now the trails have dried out, but I think it's just the ground's just been that saturated, it's not a chance to dry out. But if obviously you're coming to do this in the summer, then a completely different story. But here and now today, it's still a little bit moist. Yeah, it can take you back into Cambridgeshire because it's nicely manicured. Lovely. Oh, mind you, now we're going into grass. Pick a line, any line. Big hole there. Oh, it's not too bad. Don't go in that ditch, dude. I shouldn't have said that, because once you say don't go in the ditch, that's exactly where you do go, is in the ditch, innit? Round to the right, down here. Right. Nice one, Centurion. Oh yeah, it's going left here. Ooh, rocky. Sort of riverbed. Yeah. A few of the local lasses maybe. Right, where are we going now? Off this way, yeah, down here. Branchos. Ooh, nice. Stretch the legs. Absolutely glorious, this. was the best lane so far, that one. Delightful. So we're just coming into Cambridge now, and I can't remember where we're going to go, whether we passed right through the middle bit of the city, you know, all the colleges and that, and or whether we skirt around it. I can't remember where I planned the route. Yeah, I think so far today, up until Cambridge, I would have scored myself maybe 7 out of 10 for route selection, 6.5. But some of the lanes we've done have been muddy, really, which is just a seasonal thing. But that's definitely gone down to a 2 out of 10 coming through Cambridge, because traffic was bloody horrendous. So we're through it now though, and we're on the outskirts heading back towards the or off towards the next lane. Yeah, so you might want to avoid Cambridge if you're doing this, but you might not. You might find some of the architecture interesting. Who knows? Stop for a chinwag and a brew. There's only one line, but that's all we need. Woohoo! Alrighty. Yeah, some dickheads parked right in front of the entrance to the byway. There's police down there though, looks like something's happened. Back over the A14, mate. Awesome. Alrighty. Oh no, we've got a gate. What's that all about? Oh, I'm going to open it. That's alright then. Woo! Cars coming, mate, or fast cars. Again? Alright. A windmill over there, look. It has been really glorious today. Really glorious. Yeah, that one lane, and that's because, you know, of all that wet winter. Alright, okay, I'll stop. Nearly there, mate. There's only like up to the train line, I think. Right, just last bit of map check, because we're nearly at the end of the lane and end of the day's riding. It has been really, really good. There was just that one muddy lane, which I did mention at the time. I'll chuck up something now just to point it out. And I mean, in the summer it'll be fine, but it was just very rutty and muddy. Well, there was two lanes. The rutty one And then there was the what? Instructions: check that light shows green, open both gates, check that light still shows green, cross quickly, close both gates. I've got a man that does, so Sean's going to do that just while I do my last piece. Right, yeah, so just these 2 lanes, so one that was really rutty and then one that was really muddy. So I'll mark those 2 up, I'll put something up, or maybe I'll mention it at the time, and you'll know then if you want to avoid them. And then the bit through Cambridge wasn't the best, but you know, if you've never been to Cambridge and you want to have a look around Cambridge, then Cambridge is not a bad place. You've got to open both the gates. He's still coloured. Sean. Yes, yeah, so maybe avoid the bit through Cambridge. But apart from that, it's been brilliant. It's been a good big bike route generally, you know, certainly up to Grafham Water, and then Grafham Water itself, which was really, really lovely. That was hang on a minute. Yeah, Grafham Water itself was brilliant. A great place to stop for a brew. I'm gonna do this again, mate, because I have completely fucked all my words up and lost what I was saying. Right, let's try that again. Okay, so 2 lanes, one that was really rutty, which was here. I'll put something up now. And then one that was rutty and muddy, more muddy, which was here. So I'll put something up now. But I would imagine both those lanes in summer will be fine. But just at the minute, they're really quite boggy, especially the second one, which we turned round on in the end because it was so bad. And the bit through Cambridge wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. But maybe you might want to avoid that. It's easily done though. Yeah, you could easily skirt round south of Cambridge. So thanks for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed the adventure. As ever, I'll put links to the route and anything else I think might be interesting in the description. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've found it a worthwhile watch. I know for sure now you're not going to give it a like because of how I've fucked up the ending of this. Yeah, so thanks for watching, thanks for coming to the channel. Hopefully I'll see you here again for another adventure soon, and if I don't see you back on the channel, then maybe I'll see you out on the trail riding your bike. Okay, from me and Sean, the end is just down there, and then we're gonna kiss and hug and say goodbye. We'll see you all later. Right, come on Ted, let's do it. Okay, from me, bye for now. Thanks for doing the gates, by the way, mate. That's you're a bloody good chap.
Chocolate!